Good evening once again. This is the regular board meeting of the San Benito CISD Board of Trustees. It is Thursday, October 16th. I call this meeting to order at exactly 6:25 p.m. Mr. Mendez, Ms. Garcia,
Present.
Mrs. Weaver,
Present.
Mrs. Silva, Mr. Lopez,
Present.
Mr. Rosas,
Present.
filling in for Dr. Carmen, Mr. Madrigal,
Present.
and Mr. Torres. Next agenda items are the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States and Texas flags and the invocation. I will turn it over to Ms. Garcia.
Thank you. Tonight we have two students from the Early College Academy. We have doing the pledge is Brian Hernandez, who is a 15-year-old sophomore enrolled at San Benito High School and a student of the San Benito Early College Academy. Brian's favorite subject is and has always been science. Brian is a member of the SBHS drum line in which he marches and plays the cymbals. He is also a current member of Business Professionals of America, Chapter 4. When he graduates, Brian wishes to study at Texas A&M University, where he plans to earn a master's degree in aerospace engineering. Brian is the son of Mrs. Saraí Castro and Mr. Juan Carlos Hernandez. Doing the invocation is Mia Rhiannon Gonzalez. Mia R. Gonzalez is a lifelong student of San Benito CISD. She is currently enrolled as a sophomore at the San Benito High School and is an inaugural member of the San Benito Early College Academy. Mia enjoys studying science and proudly represents SBHS as a member of the girls' soccer team. In the future, Mia looks forward to achieving her goal of becoming an elementary school teacher. Mia is the daughter of Mrs. Karina Garcia and Constable Adrian Gonzalez. Go ahead.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Dear God, we ask for your blessings for the successful outcomes of our school events and for all our staff members gathered here tonight. We ask that you bless them abundantly as we continue to seek your wisdom, guidance, and courage and strength. Be with us in our deliberations and help us to be wise in the decisions we make for the good of all those who have placed their trust and confidence in our leadership. Give us insight to lead with integrity, that our decisions may reflect what is right and good. Help us to make decisions that are good of all and guide us from self-interest. Grant us the humility to always seek your will in all that we do and say. Amen.
Can you please come up?
The principal. Dr. Barrera. And if the parents are in the audience, can you please stand and be recognized, please? The parents of these lovely children. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Next agenda item, we have special recognitions. I will turn it over to Ms. Longoria.
Good evening, everyone. We have a few recognitions this evening, and we're glad you could join us. First of all, I'd like to start by calling our school board president, Mr. Michael A. Vargas. He recently attended the Texas Association of School Boards, and he received an award for serving on the TASB Legislative Committee. He served on that particular committee from 2016 to 2018. And so he does have the award. At this time, I will ask Mr. Hector Madrigal, who is sitting in for Dr. Carmen, to do the honors. And we have Ms. Silva assisting with the award. So Mr. Vargas accepted the TASB Award at the Texas Association of School Boards Delegate Assembly in Austin, Texas. For the past 2 years, he has served as a delegate on the TASB Legislative Committee, where he contributed efforts towards setting legislative priorities while working with other elected school board members and leaders around the state of Texas. The council developed a statewide list of priorities to guide the association, focusing on issues related to school finance, governance, and accountability. And we will be pausing for a photo with the award presented here at the local level. So congratulations, Mr. Vargas. For the next presentation, we have some staff members from our energy management and our heating, ventilation, air conditioning offices that are here joining us, along with some individuals from the AEP. And they do have something to present this evening. And so please help me welcome these individuals. We have presenters Roger Bago and Mario Garcia with AEP. So they are joining us here this evening. If y'all would like to come up to the front, I believe there is a check presentation, $56,840.31, and it is a rebate. And if I can have the folks from HVAC join up at the front, and anybody else who's taking part in this particular presentation as well, if they could join us up at the front. So at this time, we'd like to have our school leaders also take part in this. Yes? And we will be taking pictures. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. Y'all can step up to the front. He can. The mic is open, so he's able to. Yes, sir. He'll share a few words with us.
Yes.
Join us, sir.
Mr. Vargas and school board members, very glad to be here tonight with Mario Garcia. I work in the Energy Efficiency and Consumer Programs Department out of the Corpus Christi office, and I manage several energy efficiency programs, and one of those programs is the program that San Benito School District participated in this year. Mario Garcia is here with me. He works in the Customer Service Department here out of the San Benito office and as an account manager. We, on behalf of AEP Texas, are here tonight to acknowledge San Benito's school district for their energy efficiency efforts in reducing demand and energy within your school system through 2 lighting retrofit projects, LED lighting retrofit projects at Dr. Garza and La Encantada elementary schools. San Benito participated in our commercial standard offer program, and this program offers incentives for demand and energy reduction associated with new measures that are installed, such as the LEDs at these 2 locations. And then through the efforts of Chris Cole and others at the San Benito School, the program requirements were met, at these 2 locations for both the interior and the exterior lighting retrofits. And as a result, 95 kW and over 540,000 kilowatt hours, were able to be reduced, for the school district. So tonight, AEP Texas would like to present the San Benito Consolidated Independent School District School Board this check in the amount of $56,840 for participating in the program and then for your efforts in reducing demand and energy within the school system. So thank you very much.
And we do have campus principals, Ms. Lambert and Ms. Martinez, in the audience from these 2 campuses. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We have one more special recognition. And at this time, I'd like to call on Principal from Dr. Cash Elementary, Delia Cornett. She has some staff members joining her this evening. As you may have heard, Dr. Cash recently attended an event where they received an award, and this was awarded by the NCUST. If y'all would step forward, please. So Dr. Cash proudly accepted the award at a presentation at San Diego University in San Diego, California. NCUST selected 15 winners for the 2018 America's Best Urban Schools Award. NCUST helps urban school districts and their partners transform urban schools into places where all students achieve academic proficiency, evidence a love of learning, and graduate well-prepared students to succeed in post-secondary education, the workforce, and communities. Congratulations on the Bronze Award. And if you'd like to say a few words, Mr. Vargas, and
Yeah, sure. Some of us had the pleasure of joining Ms. Cornett and her team in San Diego and accepting this award. We were one of only 2 districts from the Valley to represent us in Brownsville, and only one of 3 out of the state of Texas, including Fort Worth, who were up there receiving these awards. And it was just a testament to the hard work that Ms. Cornett and her team do every day at Dr. Cash Elementary. I mean, we had other preparatory academies from New York City to other types of schools, magnet schools from the state of California. And the fact that we were in that and part of the conversation for the first time ever, I think says a lot about where our district is going, and I'm glad schools and campuses and leaders like Ms. Cornett are taking us there. And so I hope that's just the first of many schools that travel up to get these types of awards. And also had Ms. Cornett had the opportunity to present on all the great things she's doing at her school. So she had other leaders who got other awards going to her presentation to ask her about what she's doing at Dr. Cash and all the great things she's doing. Team effort, right? Always a team effort. But yeah, she had her teachers there, and of course she had Miss Araiza there as well to support her. So thank you, all ladies, and they were all ladies at this event. So thank you once again. And I don't know if other board members were also there in attendance. So I don't know if you want to share any comments on your experience on Dr. Cash being up there.
I had the pleasure of attending the conference, and I just want to acknowledge Mrs. Cornett. She was very, very professional. I mean, I sat there through her presentation, and it was like, oh my, out of this world. I took pictures and everything, and her and Miss Eliza did a very, very good job, and I'm very proud of them.
It was very, very awesome. They did a fantastic job. It was just amazing, these ladies. We're so proud of you, and you could tell we were, because we were there just to cheer you guys and make sure you know that everybody there all over the United States knew who you were, who we were. Thank you so much. Y'all did a fantastic job. Awesome. Just awesome.
congratulations to Dr. Cash, student, staff, parents, and way to go on the bronze. Congratulations. And that concludes the special recognition. Mr. Vargas, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Longoria. Next agenda item is the superintendent's report. I will turn it over to Mr. Madrigal.
Yes, sir, Mr. Vargas. At this time, we will discuss our cash account report. Ms. Rendon will present for us there. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening. This evening, we're doing the superintendent's report, which is our financials for the month ending in September 2018. We'll start off with the cash account report. For month ending September 30th, 2018, our cash balance and our investment balance, total balance is $39,089,997.18. Our student activity accounts have an ending balance of $362,780.31. In your packet, board members, you do have the owners of these accounts. Next one is a comparison of the revenue to the budget. Give them a little chance to catch up. There's a hard copy. There was a correction that we needed to correct, so you have a hard copy. This is the revenue to the budget. The ending September 2018, the estimated revenue under the general operating funds is $112,045,480. Year-to-date realized, and this is revenue, is $1,128,771.93. Realized 1.01% of the approved budget. Under the federal programs, just a reminder, these are the closeouts, still dealing with the federal funds from the prior year. Estimated revenue was $13,274,062. Revenue received is $8,481,779.53. We received 63.90% of the federal funds. We are on a reimbursement basis, and we have until October 31st in order to ask for all the reimbursements. Interest and sinking funds. We have $6,059,856. Realized, which is from taxes, is $63,360.08, which is 1.05%. Grand total revenues out of the anticipated revenues is $131,025,206. Year-to-date realized is $9,673,911.54, which we realized 7.38%. The second page is our expenditures. Same appropriation. This second column is the encumbrances. We have $8,616,249.14 worth of encumbrances. Our year-to-date expenditures is $89,521,261.31. We have spent 13.43% of the approved budget. Under our federal programs, is something that we've been trying to close out for the year. Closed out in September 30th, and as I indicated, we have 30 days to actual pay out the funds. We had $13,274,062. Year-to-date expenditures, and these that actually we have paid out, is $10,290,960.42. We've actually paid out 77.53%. These are taken more individually because they're individually grants, and you can see the percentage that we have actual paid out. The next month will be the closeout. So you can see the percentages have gone up from previous months. Under the interest and sinking fund, we have made one payment. The year-to-date expenditure is $1,340,928.13. We spent 22.13% for our bond. Going into the investment report, it is that quarterly report that is required that I present. Our interest earned for the past 3 months has been $186,192.35. We have an ending balance in which we have invested is $34,341,359.03. Going into our tax collections, it's a little different than we have seen in the past. I'll explain it. Taxes collected, 17 and 18, we are at end of June year, but the taxes are collected all the way through September 30th. So we separated from the prior year levy, we had $12,025,583.45. From the current year, from our current year startup is $439,301.92. The total taxes that we have collected is 95.97% of the tax levy. And then we follow into our checks disbursements. Total checks that were written for the month is $9,090,664.20. I have separated by activity, student activity, AP, and payroll checks. And I'm open for any questions that you might have.
Any questions? I think we're all set. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Rendon.
Thank you very much.
We move on to public comment. Person or persons wishing to address the Board of Trustees shall register with the presiding officer or designee no later than 5 minutes before the announced time of the school board meeting. State their full name, state what organization or group, if any, is being represented, state the topic they wish to address before the Board of Trustees, refrain from commenting directly on any individual, school district employee, or public official by name, but may instead refer to a specific employment area, job title, to the Board of Trustees as a whole, and refrain from attacks on individuals. San Benito CIC Board Policy BED guidelines require that the speaker be allowed only 3 minutes to give his or her presentation. Delegations of more than 5 persons shall appoint 1 person to present their views before the Board of Trustees. Presentation shall be informative and shall pertain to school-related issues. Attack on an individual shall be considered a disruption of the meeting, and the Board of Trustees shall not deliberate or decide regarding on any subject matter that is not included on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. We do have 1 public comment today, and that is Ms. Rosalinda Garcia. Her topic is the bond election amount / process.
Good evening. Several years ago, when the budget dipped to $4 million, there was the committees were discussing about an $11 million expenditure to do get an outside vendor to do the lighting, and it was evident that it could be done in-house. So that was kind of extreme. So of course the community got involved, and then a few months ago, the committee was discussing about a $550,000 or $500,000 billboard. I don't know where that went. And like I said about the bond that's coming up for $40 million, if it does not pass, it's not because the community is against us growing or that we want or we don't want the facilities. It's a price tag of $40 million. When there was a Channel 4 interview with the superintendent where he quoted $26 million, and I'm sure he did some research to come up with that amount. But then the board went with the bond committee, and things transpired, and they came out with the $40 million, going with a big, mostly a performing arts facility. A performing arts facility of 1,800 seating capacity. And one of the comments I heard that if graduation had to be indoors, we could have it indoors. Well, not all 800 graduates we know are going to fit in this 1,800 facility. You would still need to have 2 graduation. You'd still have to break it up because 800 students, administrators, school board, parents are not going to fit. So with that, and like I said, we've had expenditures on technologies, smart boards, the upgrading of campuses. All those expenditures are great, but it's the performing arts would be at $15 million to build 1,200 seating. Your aquatics, another 5, and your indoor facility, which was thrown in there, another 5. That would bring it to $25 million, like Dr. Carmen was quoted in this Channel 4 interview. And another thing I wanted to bring up was the San Benito News, how the district has has pulled all its advertising with the San Benito News. And I don't know if I mentioned this, if I've been up here regarding that, but we have, the district has pulled all the advertising, and they have been very supportive of the district for years and years. They have highlighted our students. So I hope it's something that, that the district can retract. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. We now move on to consent agenda. In order to promote efficient meetings, the board may act upon more than one item by a single vote to the use of consent agenda. Consent items placed on the agenda shall be marked with an asterisk. Consent items are items for which no board discussion is anticipated and for which the superintendent recommends approval. Prior to the time which approval of consent agenda is had, at the request of any member of the Board of Trustees, any item on the consent agenda shall be removed and given individual consideration. We start off with business and finance. Number 1, request for approval of budget amendments for 2018-2019. Question? Consent. Number 2, request for approval to award RFP 0918-GMS, General Merchandise and Service. Question? Consent. Number 3, request for approval of the lease agreement for district-wide copiers. Question? Consent. Number 4, request for approval to purchase Dell laptops for San Benito High School students for the one-on-one initiative. Question? Consent. Number 5, discussion and possible action on LED proposals. Question? I will be questioning that one. Number 6, request for approval of revisions to performing arts stipend. Question? Consent. Number 7, discussion and possible action to approve Districts of Innovation resolution. Question?
Question.
Question by Mr. Lopez. Number 8, request for approval of XELLO online program for the 2018-2019 school year. Question?
Question.
Question by Ms. Weaver. Number 9, request for approval of memorandum of understanding between San Benito CISD and Behavioral Health Solutions of South Texas for the 2018-2019 school year. Question? Consent. Number 10, request for approval of the 2018-2019 class size waiver. Question? Consent. Number 11, request for approval of contract renewal for American Reading Company for the 2018-2019 school year. Question? Consent. Number 12, request for approval to accept a gift or bequest to La Encantada Elementary. Question? Consent. Number 13, request and possible action to appoint a representative for Cameron Appraisal District's Board of Directors. Question? I will question that one. Number 14, request for approval of board minutes, September 11th, 2018, regular board meeting, September 25th, 2018, the town hall meeting, and October 4th, 2018, the special board meeting. Question? Consent. Can I please have a motion to approve consent items 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Lopez. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. First question item under business and finance, we have discussion and possible action on LED proposals. That was questioned by me. In my conversations, Mr. Madrigal, with Dr. Carmen today, I know he's out with the flu, but there were still some discrepancies with some of the bids, so we're gonna table. Okay, I move to table.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. Next question item under administration, discussion and possible action to approve Districts of Innovation resolution. That was a question by
Mr. Lopez.
Mr. Lopez. Thank you, Mr. Rosas.
Yes, sir, Board President and Mr. Madrigal. I got some questions or some clarity with this District of Innovation. I know we had a nice little presentation at the committee meeting, but I feel that we're going to make a decision that's going to impact our staff. I think that our staff needs to have a buy-in. So I motion that we table it and somehow either have a workshop to make sure that all our staff understands the impact of the or the positive or negative impact or pros and cons with the District of Innovation and how it's going to impact our district employees, or, a survey. So I motion at this moment that we table it for now. Thank you.
So I have a motion by Mr. Lopez to table,
Second.
second by Mr. Rosas. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. Next question item under administration, request for approval of the XELLO online program for the 2018-2019 school year. Mrs. Weaver?
Yes, on this, I had a question on it. I know that, the teachers are going to be responsible to get this program going and everything. I know me being a teacher, former teacher, I know all the work, all the responsibility that the teachers have already, and then giving them this extra responsibility, I just kind of like, I feel that they need to be, are they ready for this? Are they going to be able to get, help with them, get them started, or are they going to have a timeline? What is it? Because I know that there's always little things that, us as teachers, we have to, take care of the classroom, the students, other things that come up. And then now with this program coming up, I feel that some teachers going to be overwhelmed on this job that they're having to do. So I would like to, I know we had a presentation on it, and I just wanted to see did they get a count from all the teachers, most of the teachers, who was for it, who was against this? If there was any teachers that felt that it was going to be too much for them. I just, I think we need to look a little bit more into this before we, move to have.
Where's Rolando Guerra?
Ms. Weaver, did you want somebody to come and specifically answer those questions, or did you want to?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Have an input on the
Mr. Guerra?
teachers also.
Good afternoon, Board. The way it was going to be rolled out is, the training was going to go to the tech reps. Each campus has a tech rep. The tech reps are going to go back to their campus on an individual basis and work with those teachers. On the input side, we did have a committee, a couple of us that got together. When I mean a couple of us, secondary, elementary, also from the data side, also from the CT side. So we did have those type of input, but directly from each teacher, no. we
Okay,
didn't.
that's what we need, because
Okay.
we need that, because a lot of teachers, like I tell you, they work so hard, they have so other timelines and everything, and then giving them another thing to do. I mean, it looks great, I'm not against it or anything, but why, why add that extra stress on them already?
Well, as part of the curriculum, we're starting the students out young on the career pathways like that. By the time they get to junior high, they kind of have an idea which way they're going. And that's why they're starting young. Now, this program should start, or we could start at 8th grade where we need it and then move up. But we looked at what other districts do, like McAllen, Raymondville, Kingsville, Edinburgh, Laredo. They start at a younger age because they start getting those words in their T-tests. They start using vocabulary for them that gets them ready by the time they become 8th graders. So when they move over to the 9th grade, they understand that type of vocabulary already. But we could go back and look at it.
Please, yes, because, we just need to know exactly if it's actually really working, if it's a benefit or what, so we just need to, before we,
Okay, just understand that
with this.
the programs in 8th grade is used for the students to pick a pathway. So we do use it in 8th grade. That's one of them that's needed in that area.
But you had said it's going to go all the way from first.
The reason why is, like I said, they start to think about those words, those career pathways, that's why.
And at the earlier grades, it's more of an interest inventory, and like Mr. Guerra said, as we saw in the presentation last week, at the earlier ages, it's more computer-based with the cartoons and seeing, do I like this, do I like this? So by the time they do, like Mr. Guerra said, get to the junior highs, they know which direction or what pathway they're going to follow in high school. It's not that they're going to be wasting time in high school, but this is one more tool that a school counselor or a Kate counselor could possibly use as to guide that student through high school and post-secondary. It just, more than anything, it's more of an interest inventory tool that we're using. It shouldn't necessarily be added work for the elementary classroom teachers. This is taking the place of Naviance that we had last year. And it's just something that we were trying to do to make it a little bit more kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Since, for example, Mr. Guerra is going to be having his showcases at the elementaries and the junior highs, but this is just something to start using that kind of terminology across the district.
Thank you.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve, Ms. Weaver? Or do you wish to,
Approve the item? Approve
do you
the-
wish to table for further
I need to
discussion?
table it for further discussion.
Okay, we'll have a motion on the table to, I have a motion on the table to table this by Ms. Weaver. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Lopez. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. That was a tongue twister. Final question item under administration is the discussion and possible action to appoint a representative for the Cameron County District's Board of Directors. And that was questioned by me. I believe we need to nominate and vote on who will represent us at the Cameron Appraisal District. So I will go ahead and nominate Ms. Sylvia Garcia for this role.
Okay.
I nominate Gilbert Weaver.
Okay, we have one nomination by Ms. Weaver and one nomination by myself. So what we'll do is we'll first vote on, and correct me, Mr. Torres, but we will vote on the first nomination and then second, but do we have any other nominations?
No.
Okay. First one, all those in favor for Ms. Garcia by a show of hands? That is 2. All those opposed to Ms. Garcia? That is 2 to 4.
Excuse me, who is Ms. Garcia? I'm sorry, Sylvia Garcia.
She is not present, but I know she did indicate interest before, and she was also nominated last year to serve, yes, on the board. And I know she's a real estate agent, I believe, and does work with a lot of appraisal districts in the past. So, but the vote is in, so 2 to 4. Ms. Garcia does not get the board's vote. Next, we have Mr. Weaver for a show of hands. All those in favor of Mr. Weaver?
You voted twice.
It's for a different,
voted
it's for a
twice.
different nomination.
Oh, okay.
Ms. Silva, was that a vote for yes? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mr. Weaver gets the nomination and vote as the representative for the Cameron Appraisal District's Board of Directors.
Okay.
Okay. We move on to the next agenda item, closed meeting, discussion under the authority of the Texas Government Code 551 or 55.071 for the purpose of private consultation with the board's attorney on any subjects or matters authorized by law. 550041 for the purpose of the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. Employment, resignations, retirements, and consideration and discussion of employment of purchasing director. We convene into executive session at 7:03 PM. We convene back into open session at 7:45 PM. Under employment, resignations, retirements, no action. And under consideration and discussion of employment of purchasing director, no action. Can I please have a motion to adjourn?
Move to
Moved by
adjourn.
Ms. Garcia,
Second.
second by Ms. Weaver. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We adjourn this meeting at exactly 7:45 PM.
Thank you.